All right, man, welcome to That Synth Show. We're back. We got the Behringer BMX, this beautiful 8-voice Oberheim recreation, better than the original, as Behringer usually does. We're gonna cover that today. We're gonna go over some news about some other products. The Livia synth is cooking. We got some other things coming down the pipe. We got the JN80, the absolute insane clone. Replicator inspired by the Juno 60, better than the Juno 60 in every way possible. We're gonna be checking that stuff out. Welcome to That Synth Show, baby. Let's go. It's Saturday, it's a snowstorm, and we're here with the Synth Storm, baby. Woo! All right, man, what's happening? Welcome, it's Saturday, it's the weekend again. Comes so freaking quick. Shout out to the Bro Synth Network. Shout out to the Synth Renegades. Shout out to the Behringer Bros. It's a beautiful time to be alive. It's a beautiful time to be a synthesizer enthusiast. It's a beautiful time to have a bank account full of money. And the beautiful thing is, these days, you don't even need a lot of money to fill up your studio with epic gear. I guess I'm your guilty pleasure. If you want to buy something, I'm the guy you come to, because I'll tell you to buy it. Because it's buy day Saturday today. Buy day Friday was yesterday, but I had to give some space for everything to breathe a little bit, percolate, so I could go look over some stuff. And what I come across this morning, I got up and I was like, oh my God, we got the Behringer BMX, the hybrid sampling drum machine, 8-voice, 24 pads, more pads than the LM drum. Sample recording, 64-step sequencer, wave designer, dual mode filter, LCD screen, and more. And an absolutely glorious live performance capability where you can loop in all these sounds. It's very, very cool. We're gonna check out Patch Dog's video from Behringer. Shout out to Patch Dog, great friend and a super cool dude, man. And I know he's a Behringer bro, he's a renegade, and he appreciates everything that we do to support the company. You got Behringer, okay? Which is like the New England Patriots, okay? You got Patch Dog, which is like, no, you got Uli, which is like Tom Brady, okay? Then you've got Patch Dog, which is like Gronk, and then you got the Behringer Bros, which we're having a tailgate party before the big show. That's kind of how I got it lined up in my mind. And I'm the one with the barbecue about to cook up some synth ribeyes, if you feel what I'm saying. But look at this price, man. You got the friggin' LM drum now, you've got the BMX, you've got the RD6, the RD8, the RD9. You've got such a plethora of drum machines that one could only dream of having before. Do you know what I mean? You wanted a BMX drum machine, a DMX drum machine, you're looking at 3 Gs, okay? On the market for a dusty old used one. Nothing wrong with vintage gear, but you know I'm not the biggest kind of like vintage gear guy, right? I just, the idea of buying vintage gear to me is like more hassle than it's worth. Now, if I was a collector, nothing against the collectors out there, but we got, you know, people in this community, we like to play, we like to jam, we like to make music, we like to come home at night, and we don't want to have to worry about sending our gear off somewhere to pay just as much as it would cost to buy a Behringer module, you know? It's just, it's time to get with the times, man. The fact that you pick one at 32, 35, 25, half of these probably don't even work, 27, 35, you know? So that's the difference, 4,500 for a mint condition. All right, when we jump back over here, we got a cool 450, baby. That's easy peasy, easy money, easy money. Anybody can come up with 460 bucks. If you can't, like I said, email me, man. We'll come up with some ideas how you can get a side hustle so you can pick yourself up some synthesizers. But these days, there ain't no reason you can't make money. Especially if you live in the beautiful country of America, where the American dream is possible for everybody. You know, it's just not, everybody doesn't want to take advantage of it. But if you want to work hard, you want to put in time, you know, you can, anything's possible in America. And I'm coming to you as an immigrant, baby, okay? I'm an immigrant to this country. I can speak from an immigrant's point of view. I worked 3 jobs, all right? I worked 3 jobs. And the third one's just for fun, okay? All right, so we got this beautiful drum machine. We're gonna check out the beautiful, beautiful demo that Patch Dog did. me get that music turned down a little bit, because we just like to have it in the background. Very, very cool. It's got all the fixins, baby. All the fixins. All the fixins. Let's just check out the demo. I know you watched it, but, you know. This is the tailgate party. We come to watch it again. Someone commented on my great friend Echo Channel's video the other day. He's like, oh, you're making a video and you don't even have a synth? Yeah, it's called the Bro Synth Way, okay? What do you expect to get your channel pumped up and going? You need to have the synthesizer? No, we pioneered not having the synthesizer and still being able to make a video review of it. Still being able to get out there. If you got an iPhone, if you got a camera and you got the internet, now you can come out here and make a video about a synthesizer. You don't need to have it. And God willing, we will all be able to get the synth of our dreams, the synths that we want, with a little hard work and a little elbow grease. But yeah, man, people out there saying, you know, what are you doing making a video? You don't even own the synthesizer. It's like, well, dude, listen. This is the new age. It's the new way. It's called reaction videos. Where you been? You know, what do you just crawl out of a cave? You haven't been on the internet in years? If you want a video of a guy who was given a synthesizer by a company and he's gonna tell you everything but the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, there's lots of channels out there for that. This ain't the channel for that. This is the channel about a bunch of fired up, passionate dudes, okay, in the live chat, in the community, who are out here talking about gear they want, glazing up gear they wish they had, checking out what their buddies got, getting a whole round circle opinion on everything, and just having a good time. So if you want the shill, you know where to find them. They're out there. No shade on the shills, but this is just what's up. Okay. Well done with the JM. What a great surprise. Well deserved. Yeah, it was a cool surprise. Everybody was talking about it. I think the video's blown up. It's got like 100. I got it loaded up here. What does it got? Yeah, the Behringer JN80 video here right now is 164,000 views is the JN80. I'm predicting it will be the biggest selling synthesizer for Behringer. That's what I'm predicting. Coming in at this crazy price right here. I mean, we're going to cover the BMX in a minute, but the JN80 coming at this crazy price, I think it's going to be their biggest selling synth, in my opinion. And the BMX is just as big, but this video is absolutely blown up. And you know what's hilarious? The funniest thing about this JN80 video is Sonic State and Pro Synth Network didn't even cover it yesterday. So the JN80 dropped on Wednesday. Sonic State just blew it off. Didn't even talk about it. Didn't even cover it. I don't know what they were talking about, a bunch of other stuff. But to have the biggest video in the synth community drop and have it absolutely blow up everywhere, and for those guys to not even talk about it. And then you got Pro Synth Network did a Friday show yesterday. They never even talked about it. I think it's hilarious. And it just goes to show that these guys have this weird aversion to Behringer, and it sucks. And that's why the Behringer Bros, the Bro Synth Network, all the Synth Renegades, everybody here, this is why we're absolutely catching the internet on fire and we're blowing up everywhere, is because we're actually covering the company that is the most wanted covered company in all of the synth industry. And none of the synth mafia, none of the synth shills, none of the synth Illuminati will cover it, because they don't get given products by the company. And if they don't get given anything, they don't cover it. And that's fine and dandy. That's their bag. It's all business. That's what they do, is a pay to play with those cats. They only cover stuff that they get paid to cover, okay? That's just the deal. Nothing wrong with it. It's just business. It don't work like that over here. We do it for the thrills, not the bills. And that's why everybody absolutely loves the Bro Synth Network. That's why everybody absolutely has fallen in love with this grassroots, underground, now mainstream community that went out there and worked hard and got their subscribers from hard work. We didn't buy them in the heyday, okay? We weren't out there buying subs in the heyday to blow up our channels. We didn't have synthesizer companies give us equipment and then buy us subscribers and views to friggin' boost our channels. No, we did it hard work, 30 live streams a month, videos non-stop, supporting each other in the community, promoting each other's videos, which I'm gonna show some videos from Tactical MIDI and Twin Cities Oxygen in a little bit, because these guys are awesome friggin' people out here. And yeah, this is done the real way. And that's why we're 2x, 3x, 5xing our views and subscribers, because we're doing it the real way. We're a real channel with real support, okay? We're not bought and paid for and have a load of fake subscribers that we went and bought back in the day before YouTube caught on. And you can just go see it everywhere. You go look at all the main shill channels, their subscriber count, which are all zombie subscribers. They don't even exist anymore. They got like 200,000, 50,000, 60,000, 80,000 subscribers, and their videos get like 20% of their subscribers. It makes no sense. So that's how you can tell. Anyway, I'm not throwing shade at them. I'm just telling you the honest to God truth. And that's why the Bro Synth Network, home of the Synth Renegades, is absolutely caught on fire. So let's check out this video by a company out here, Behringer with the BMX.
So 1982 was a monumental year for electronic music culture. It was the year that two pioneering EEPROM drum machines went head to head in the most epic battle that ended up changing the face of popular music. And last year we revived one of those classic titans, and now the other one is ready for liftoff.
Liftoff, we have a liftoff.
What an epic intro by Patchdog. That's why he's the best in the game. The cat does the videos himself, makes them himself, demos them himself, and that's why he is the best in the game. I think he's the GOAT of demos. My personal opinion, he's the GOAT. Daniel Fisher over at Sweetwater, he's a GOAT in his own right too, but a different type of thing. But Patchdog's amazing. Absolutely think he's the best. BMX sounds absolutely amazing. Let's let this ad play through. I like the ads.
That you can take, and a lot of people are selling. The first one is Indian curry methylene blue, and that's because 80% of methylene blue is made in India. The second is Chinese bathtub methylene blue. And
turns your pee blue, but man, stuff works for me anyway. I ain't no doctor giving you health advice, all right? But I got a little methylene blue downstairs, and you wonder where I get my energy? I should actually get my own methylene blue, sell it on my website, because it's so good. All right, let's go with this video. Hybrid 8 12-bit sampling. A lot of people are wondering, is it the same as the LM drums? Not the same. But who cares? Get them all. They're so cheap.
Well, lifting off into space can be pretty fun, but it can't beat the pure satisfaction you get from playing a vintage 1980s drum machine, which for most of us mere mortals was always going to be a difficult thing to do with the astronomical prices of vintage units. And that's precisely why Uli started this journey of reviving these cherished long-lost classics, first with the RD8, then the RD9, the RD6, the RD78, and last year's big release, the LM drum. And
yeah, Geosynth, again, Geosynth loves Behringer. He's like one of the, you got a couple guys. You got Starsky Carr, you got Geosynth. These are kind of two guys who are like Synth Mafia adjacent, not Geosynth, sorry. Starsky Carr is Synth Mafia adjacent, right? Geosynth is an actual legendary patch designer. He's the best in the business. He's got patches for almost all synthesizers, especially covers Behringer synthesizers, and he loves them, and he tells the honest to God truth when he's demoing, review, and showing the beautiful patches he's created. So everybody check out Geosynth, one of the greatest friggin' channels on YouTube by far, a pure bro. Well, I'm calling people bros sometimes and people got offended. Last week, a bunch of people made some videos. They were like, they had to come out and let everybody know, hey, I'm not a bro. I'm not a synth renegade. Please don't label me that. Please, please, please. And I thought it was pretty funny. I was like, why do you even got to address that to the public? Is somebody writing you behind the scenes saying, hey, are you associated with those rough around the edges bros? Are you sure you want your channel connected to those guys? They're a little, they're a little bit rough around the edges. And then, yeah, they had to make some videos denouncing their connection to something that doesn't even exist. The Bro Synth Network's a lifestyle. It just is what it is. It's a counter to the bros are a counter to the elitist pros, okay? The snobs, the people who only literally do a channel so they can get free stuff, or one person can. Okay.
Now, to top up this nostalgia-inducing collection, the hotly anticipated BMX has arrived. I do like a drum machine with a nice bite to it, and the BMX.
Yeah, I like a drum machine with a nice bite to it too, and this sounds great. I was telling Echo today, you could have the RD8, the RD9, the LM drum, the RD6, and the BMX all in a beautiful drum stack, and you could have them all MIDI together where you can, it's just talk about a friggin' a wonderland of epic synth and drum sounds that you could have set up in your studio right at your fingers touch for some cheap cheese.
Certainly packs a nice punch in that regard. And being based on the legendary drum machine, it's got a drum sound heard on many a classic record. From the likes of New Order, Pet Shop Boys, The Police and Madonna, to the early pioneers of hip-hop and electro, like Run DMC, Davey DMX, LL Cool J, and the original street rap song, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's The Message. And I've seen some of you discussing online, wondering if the BMX will just be a repacked LM drum with a different layout and samples. But come on guys, you should know us better by now, because we've gone the whole stretch here and stayed true to the original voice circuits and filters for a truly authentic.
Original voice circuits, filters, absolutely cool as hell. So like, are you gonna have the LM drum and the BMX with the same sounds? No, you might have some similar in there, but they're two different drum machines. And again, it's a recreation and an upgrade to the original. It's super cool. And the pinstripes, man, I can imagine having this with a UBXA. Look at that, looking so sweet. I think he does a little video here where we get to see the BMX and the UBXA together. Super cool.
Modern recreation of this legendary drum machine. And of course, the BMX is also a drum sampler, so you can harness all the vintage-like goodness of this iconic circuit for your own samples.
You know what I miss most about playing?
What?
Yelling, "Hey!" So I got this job.
I get a pizza later too. And don't tell me to turn the ads off. I don't buy YouTube Premium, okay? I like my ads. My ads are curated to me. I'm one of the few people out there that enjoys watching the commercials that have been enhanced by all my web browsing and everything and given to me straight, because I'm going to get a pizza later. I need a pizza for later on, so I'm going to get a pizza. And then I also remembered I got to re-up my methylene blue supply that I got downstairs. So 2 epic commercials so far. Sounds amazing. The note repeat for live recording is cool. I was telling Echo earlier, the increase of drum pads on this and the cool loop back features is really cool for live performance. I feel like Tactical MIDI might grab one of these. But yeah, someone just said in the chat, what is this, guitars and synths? At first I hated Behringer, but I have to hand it to them for bringing affordable recreations of vintage gear to the masses at reasonable prices. Yeah, and at some point, everybody's gonna have to hand it to them. And the few holdouts in the synth mafia who have been instructed to blacklist this company by all the other companies that give them free crap. It's up. The jig is up. The longer you keep this stupid charade going of not covering Behringer, and if you do cover it, you just do it for a few clicks because your channel's like actually struggling a little bit now because it's boring. You're going to have to stop soon. You're going to have to just cover it. And the fact that two of the biggest channels, Sonic State and Pro Synth Network, well, Pro Synth Network aren't the biggest. They're like pretending to be pros. It's kind of weird over there. But the fact that those two channels, the biggest channels in Britain, let's say, didn't cover the JN80 video that dropped, they didn't even talk about it. It just goes to show that you know, if they don't get given stuff, they don't cover it. And I love Nick Batt, but cover the BMX, cover the JN80. The majority of people who watch SynthTube are actually Behringer fans. This is what, nobody knew this before. You weren't allowed to say Behringer in the chats. You weren't allowed to cover Behringer. Nobody in the Synth Mafia would touch it. But little did they know that actually the majority of people out there are actually Behringer fans. Okay? But everyone else has been propagandized and hypnotized to the fact that this company is some evil company when it's a load of bull crap. It's a load of crap, and the jig is up. This company's amazing. They're doing stuff for the working man. And I'm just a bro out here hyping them up because I love it. You know, like I said, I do it for the thrills, not the bills. Everything I do is for the storyline. Everything I do is for synth lore. Everything I do is for the history books, not for anything other than that. Yeah, Hans, you're right. If you gotta declare you're not a bro, then we already know. If you gotta declare you're not a bro, then we already know. I'm just kidding. I understand why people do it. It's like, you know, I often describe the Bro Synth Network as like, you got this little town. It's beautiful. It's quaint. You know, everybody like falls in line and everybody's kind of does the same thing, like the Stepford Wives style thing. And then, you know, you get a couple bikers roll into town. Then a couple more bikers come into town. You see them at the diners, you see them at the restaurants, and you kind of like, you get this weird vibe. You're like, what are they doing? You know? And then a couple more bikers roll in and you're like, this will pass. These bikers are going to roll on through. And then, like, you know, a couple more weeks pass, and then suddenly, you know, they got a property purchase, they got a clubhouse, and now, you know, every time you go out, you're like, oh, damn, are we going to see the bikers at the restaurant that we love? We're going to see them at the coffee shop, and then you're like, oh, and you got this vibe that, you know, these guys are a little too rough around the edges. And then what happens? The bikers run charity events, the bikers put on these food drives, the bikers do tons of stuff for the community, and then now eventually, you know, your daughter marries a biker, and, you know, your sister marries a biker, your mother divorced your father and marries a biker, and then, you know,
Okay, so let's dig in a bit here and check out some of the features on this nostalgic looking interface. So as you can see, we've got a much different layout to the LM drum. So there's 8 channels: bass, snare, hi-hat, toms, cymbals, and percussions. And each channel has its own output at the back, so it gives you loads of flexibility to define your own drum sound. And each one also has its own 8 to 12-bit DAC for that unemulatable vintage sizzle. Lovely. You got your pans, you got your faders, there's channel encoders for scrolling samples and any other settings on the screen, channel selects with multi-pad selection, and of course the nice and chunky array of 24 velocity sensitive pads that can load up to 12 different samples at a time. And talking of samples, the BMX comes loaded with 121 drum samples, including the BMX bank,
What's up, Patchstock baby? Welcome to the chat, my friend. What's happening, buddy? I hope you're having a great day over there in the beautiful United Kingdom. Tons of bros in the United Kingdom. Absolutely love it. United Kingdom, America, Germany. That's where the majority of the bros reside. Noir, dude. Listen, bro. Noir went out there and went and covered Behringer. Went over there and made a video. I mean, most people lost the nuance in the title, and I got it. I was like, oh, that's a wicked title. He did an amazing, actually, I think he was like one of the only people that covered the Juno, the JN80, and it sounded great. And he told the truth and he was honest, like a proper renegade would do. I mean, Noir is one of the original renegades. That's why I didn't understand why he denounced the renegade. He is a renegade. The renegades are all separate. They're their own thing. And it's almost like Voltron that comes together when needed. But yeah, Noir went and covered it, and I guess he got attacked by all the Behringer. I don't think they were Behringer bros. There were people who were like, how can you? I don't actually know the whole story. I'd love to hear the whole story. But how dare you Behringer bros attack one of the absolute most super supportive people out there for the Bro Synth Network. One of the most super supportive people out there for the Synth Renegades, Noir et la Blanc Vie. How dare you? We're calling off the dogs. I didn't send them, Noir. Listen, I don't got control of this movement, okay? This movement is beyond me. I just wear the hat, all right? I just wear the hat. I didn't tell anybody to do anything, okay? Everybody does what they're gonna do. I can't control it. It's like a friggin' tsunami. Once it starts coming, baby, it's coming. I can say just get the high ground. But yeah, absolutely love Noir. And you know what, Noir, you did a great protein video yesterday. Thank you for doing that, because I like the Waldorf protein, and I think I'm gonna pick it up. And I might show a little bit here now in a second. Damn, why you guys gotta go out there and attack Noir? Are you crazy? And I don't know, did they attack you or did they just say thank you? I need to know more to the story, Noir. You got to tell me more to the story.
There's a BX bank as well.
Thank you, Echo Craft, for the donations. I'll be able to pick up that Italian sub with some ketchup there. Thank you, Echo Craft. One of the major... Echo sponsors the channel. Echo's the main sponsor of the channel. But I'm running on donations from now on. That's right.
There's an R10 bank. Also an R5 bank.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't cover the video. You suckers. You suckers. You suckers. You suckers. I wish I could have been a fly on your dirty old bedroom wall. I just wish I could have saw it, because you probably threw up in your mouth, bro.
A Latin bank for some percussion.
We knew that the shaving industry
I need a new razor too.
Sort of intentionally broken, it feels like.
There's an electro bank. And lastly, there's an African percussion bank.
Yeah, me and Noir are like, where are we now? So I guess I'm the biggest Behringer supporter. Noir is now anti-Behringer. So we got like, I don't know, it's almost like a Marvel comic rivalry kind of going on now, you know? Is it like he's anti, I'm pro, he's Batman, I'm Joker? I think that's how the rivalry's going now, Batman and Joker. I don't know. We'll have to see.
And of course, just like the LM drum, the BMX comes with loads of creative control and configurability. It's got our signature style effects bus featuring a wave designer with attack and decay controls.
All right, I'm gonna I'm officially calling off the dogs, all right? Even though I didn't send the dogs. Listen, you ever go to Thailand, you ever go to Vietnam, and you're driving up the road on your scooter, and suddenly a load of stray dogs come out and try to bite your ankles? That's why you always got to carry a broomstick on your scooter. You're going down the back streets and whack, stray dog, whack, stray dog. And listen, you got to get comfortable hitting a dog when you're over in Asia. I know everybody thinks that, you know, dogs are cute and pretty, but listen, when you're over in Asia and you're on the beach and a pack of stray dogs come up and you're rolling through their part of town, they're like gangs. They'll come up and bite your ankles. If you didn't get your rabies shots, you're in deep crap. So you got to ride your scooter with your feet up on top of the handlebars when you go through town. All the stray dogs come out and try to attack you. It's quite terrifying, actually. You want an adrenaline rush? Here's an adrenaline rush. Go to Thailand, okay? Before you get up in the morning, bang a Red Bull, okay? Cover your whole body in Tiger Balm, the orange one, okay? Cover your whole body in Tiger Balm, get on your scooter and drive through the back roads and see what happens. You will get the biggest adrenaline rush of your life because you'll get attacked by stray dogs. You'll have to like rip through. You'll be doing moves on the scooter you never imagined. But yeah, that's kind of like, you know, listen, when you go after the Behringer, the dogs are coming out. I can't control them. But if anybody's out there listening, if any of the Behringer bros, the Behringer bees, any of the attack squads are out there, Noir is off limits, all right? Okay? Noir is off limits. This is like, you know, you ever see John Wick in the Continental? All right? Noir's off limits. You know why? Because Noir tells the truth, and Noir is one of the original renegades. So, all right, Noir? I sent it out to the ether.
With an onboard analog filter with...
Oh, Patch Dog, there's no beef. We're just playing around. We're just playing around. You know, you got to blend reality and fiction. We're just playing around. You know, hat tip to Noir. Noir knows what's up. I know what's up. The bros know what's up. There's zero beef at all. Absolutely love Noir. Zero beef. There's no beef.
High pass and low pass. Then you've got a 16-step sequencer, which is programmed using the pads, which can expand up to 64 steps, can be auto-scrolled, and comes with programmable ratcheting. Plus, you can also record into the sequencer live using the pads, as we just saw in the last demo, where I also used a healthy dose of those addictive jam modes that include step repeat, note repeat.
All right, so that's an amazing BMX video. Like I said, $459 for this insane drum machine over at Sweetwater right now. Pre-order it. You can also order the JN80 right now for $669, which I'm getting that because I feel like that's a piece of bro synth memorabilia right now. So I'm getting that for sure. I got to pre-order it. I keep forgetting when I wake up, but I'm ordering that when I get off the stream today. And the BMX is beautiful. If you got an Oberheim UBX or a Behringer UBXA or UBXA-D and you got those two, the pinstripes together, absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic price. And now I'm doing a little experiment to show. I'm going to stop my recording, and that's going to be my BMX video that I'm posting now, and we'll continue on with the live show. So that's the BMX, baby. Go hit it up. Slow, slow. All right, we're back to the live recording. That's how I'm doing it now. I'm making lemon with lemonade, okay? I'm reverse engineering it. First half of my live streams now, I'm making a dedicated video to the topic. Then when the live stream's over, I got a 20-minute video repost. I did it the other day as experiment and did the horse race with the live versus the recorded. So I did my live stream. The first half was dedicated to the JN80. Hit stop record, kept streaming. Then I chopped it out, uploaded it. The live video went over like, I don't know, 1.5K, but then the recorded video went to like 3K. So I was like, ooh, this is a super hack. So if you're doing a live stream, for any of the bros out there doing live streams, this is like a super hack. I just figured it out, okay? This is for like guys like me who are like edit lazy, edit averse, everything like that. You do your stream, but you cognizantly set up to go. You don't start your stream and wait for people to come in and like just hang out for a minute. You start it like a recorded video, boom, right in, high energy. You do your first 10, 15, 20 minutes, you know, like on one topic, like I was just doing. I was having a chat with the chat, but that's cool too. 20 minutes, then hit stop record, but you keep streaming, then you got your friggin' recorded video to go. 2 videos in one, boom, boom, bam, bam. That's how it's done. Okay, let's get back to business. All right, so I actually want to see, if I can find you a, what's going on here? Hold on, Trader, what's Trader to the Living saying? We're just live now, we're chilling, we're just chilling. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, baby. We're just having a good time. Let's see. What do we got? Live in 4 years. Yeah, let me check. I want to see something real quick. Hold on. Because a lot of people don't believe me. Just ask Echo Craft and Hans and all those guys. Whenever I tell them a story, I always got to bring these guys receipts because the stories are so wild that they never friggin' believe me. Let me see. Scooter. There's got to be a video. Scooter, Stray Dogs, Thailand. There's got to be a video. There got to be, because I was in hundreds of these encounters. There's got to be a video somewhere. Six dog on a scooter. No, not that one. How to handle Bangkok soy dogs. Tips from Wayne from Bangkok. Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay, people, I'm going to show you what happens in Thailand when you're walking down the street at night and you have to deal with soy dogs. What to and not to do. Never turn your back on them and never keep your eyes off them. If you're walking past them, keep looking back to make sure they're not coming up behind you. Also, don't run, don't act scared. If you act scared, they feed on that, especially when there's a gang of more than 1 or 2. Now, just ahead of me, I've already spooked them. I've already spooked them. And now this guy spooked them too, as you can see. Look down there, honey. See, he's scared. See how they act? He's acting scared. See how they're getting? They get more and more balls. See that? Let me deal with them.
See, this guy knows what's up. He spent some time there. This is exactly what I was saying. When you get it, I have most of my experiences on a scooter, but if you're walking the street at night, these dogs have their territories. And if you roll through, if you show one sign of weakness, it's like being in prison. They're coming at you harder. Let's go back and watch the dude. The dude gets scared. Look what happens.
Scared. See how they act? He's acting scared. See how they're getting? They get more and more balls. See that? Let me deal with them.
Legend. That's how you deal with friggin' soy dogs. And soy means road in Thai. Okay, so road dogs.
They're coming.
Now,
They're coming.
When he showed fear, how they acted. He showed fear, they were quick to come after him. He started backing up and swinging something. Now the dogs are really more scared of you, believe it. Especially, the bigger risk is when...
Yeah, if you don't mind, man, go and hit the like button. If you want a t-shirt, Machines One just bought this Bro Synth Miami. Machines came up with a design. And he was like, man, can you make me a Bro Synth Miami design? I was like, yeah, sure, dude. So we did some like Synthwave Miami style Bro Synth gear. We got Kumite gear. We got the Bro Synth Renegade jersey right here. All right. We got Echo Craft limited edition, Machines One, New York Jets edition. Like I said, if anybody wants a Bro Synth jersey with their name on the back and number, just email me. I'll make you one up for nothing. Just because I love it. All right, let's go back to the soy dogs. Where are they? Where's the soy dogs?
When you're dealing with a gang like this, you could come walking across the corner and not even know they're there. And literally, out of nowhere, you're surrounded by 10 dogs. The way to act with that is don't let them get behind you, don't back up too quickly, and never turn your back on them. So you stay back a little bit.
Yeah, Patch Dog, we had a chat. Patch Dog wants to come on the show, man. Do an interview later on. He's got some things going on, but definitely we're gonna come on, have a chat. Do it live, hopefully, and then just, you guys can ask some questions. Me and Pat Shaw can chop it up, just bro style, So, yeah, I think he's interested for sure. I know he's got some stuff to deal with over the next little while. So, after that, I'm sure we'll get Patch Dog on, man, have a laugh. So, anyways, that's the friggin' street dogs, okay? That's the friggin' street dogs that I was just referencing. And on the scooter, too, doggy on a scooter. I don't know if soy dogs are in the morning, Chiang Mai, yeah. I don't want to play that one. Getting attacked by soy dogs in Thailand. Anyway, you go look it up for yourself. It's a real thing. It's crazy. And And yeah, that's what happens, man. You can't control these things. They're wild dogs of Southeast Asia. All right, so let me get this screen geared up real quick here. Turn on the music, and I'm gonna play. We got a cool JN80 video that Patch Dog did yesterday. We already saw that, so maybe I'll play that at the end for a little bit. Let me get this screen turned over. Hold on. Gotta get it on the right thing. There we go. Yeah, so I was checking out a couple other things the other day too, news-wise, and this synth here, the Magnolia, is crazy. So when I look at this synthesizer, the Magnolia, when Noir did his video the other night, he played the Waldorf Protein and he played the Magnolia after it. And the Magnolia is a like $5,000 synthesizer. The Protein's $4,000. And in my mind, I'm just like, what the hell's going on out here? Like, what makes this thing $5,000? Like, what? I don't really understand how things are valued, but they're valued like that, and they're expensive. And to be honest, they're out of the reach for most normal people. But it is a beautiful synthesizer. It's gorgeous looking. The knobs are gorgeous. There's a lot of empty space. You know, you can put a friggin' piece of pizza over here. In between here, you can have, you know, you can put some other stuff in between here. You put your coffee probably over there, your coffee mug. So that's cool. It's a Through Zero FM synthesizer. If anybody didn't know what Through Zero is, we looked it up the other day. Let's do it again because I already forgot. Through Zero FM. I like the AI version when it explains it, but you gotta type what is Through Zero FM. So Through Zero FM, okay, so everyone's wondering what the Magnolia is. Through Zero FM, what is it? Through Zero FM, frequency modulation, is a specialized type of linear FM used in oscillators, primarily in modular synths, where the modular can push the carrier frequency below 0 hertz and into negative frequencies. So I guess through zero, you know, you picture yourself visual through zero down into the negative integers, without stopping. Instead of pitch stalling at 0, the waveform reverses direction and plays backwards, maintaining the perceived pitch center and creating complex, rich tune tones. So that's pretty cool. Very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Very cool, cool. Very, very cool, but very, very cool. All right. Yeah, new technique. Pretty cool, man. It's like I said, the Magnolia. Let's go to the website or I'll go to a video because I thought it was, I'm gonna play, hold on. Get from the Scooter Dogs. This, what is it called? Frap Tools? Frap Tools. Magnolia. So there's one particular video. Let's check out the sounds. There's a longer one. I want the most recent. Yeah, this one here. Frig is going on my mouse. So this is the, what ad we got? Oh yeah, Logic Pro moved to subscription based. Brutal. So we're gonna check out the Magnolia. I know that Noir over here, Noir did I got Tactical MIDI loaded up. Noir had two really cool videos the other day. He got this Waldorf Protein one. I'm going to throw it in the chat. You guys go check it out. He does a whole demo on the Protein. Super legit, super honest. Wicked review of it. There's Noir's Protein demo. Very, very cool video. Go check it out. If you, did I get the, oh crap, wait a minute. Hold on, please. Copy link. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, that's the music in chat. Is that the one? Oh, yeah. Man, Noir got the coolest intro. That's his own music, too. So, yeah, there's Noir's Waldorf video. right there. Why isn't it going in? Hold on. One more time. Oh, that's why. I know why. There it is. Gotta be it. There we go. Yeah, there's Noir's protein video. Does a whole demo, super honest view. I think it sounds great. I like it, to be honest. For 400 something bucks, you want that Waldorf sound. I like it. Some people don't like it, but I like it. And he did another cool video the other day. He's got this cool one, War on Synthesizers, which is a cool video. Gets into talking about AI too, and how, like, you know, AI is a thing. And then he did this other cool Tempest video, which sounds awesome. Very, very cool. I'm gonna actually play the Tempest video because this one sounded wicked. So this is the Dave Smith Instruments Tempest, and I know Trader to the Living wants this thing. I know a lot of people do. It's a very cool, it's a drum machine synthesizer made with Dave Smith, and Roger Lynn collaborated on this. It was cool, but this was a cool video. Just listen to the sounds Noir gets out of this. Yeah, put the word in, Patchdog. Get Behringer to give us a Tempest recreation. Yeah, I think that video right there, to be honest with you, that's the best Tempest video I've seen on the internet, because, I mean, Noir's a great musician, so the melody, the sounds, the fact that you got the synth sounds with the drum sounds, you get the live, I like it. So that's very cool. So check that out. And let's get on over to this Magnolia video. I mean, that sounds pretty freaking crazy, doesn't it? So it's like through hole FM, but it's got some crazy, crazy sounds. Absolutely crazy sounds, man. You know? Just distortion on that's nuts. 5,000, I mean, I don't know. I feel like justifying a $5,000 synthesizer is crazy. You know, I mean, when most people these days make music in the box with VSTs and plugins, and, you know, you're going to run everything basically through digital anyways for your music. These are just kind of toys to have good time with. And a $5,000 toy is crazy to me. But like DJ Wojtek says, man, DJ Wojtek has tons of amazing synthesizers. He loves them. I love them. I like being surrounded by them. I just like, it's almost like a little, like if I show you here, like if we jump over here, you know, if I just show you, it's just like the sanctuary, you know? I mean, I come in here, I sit down. Of course, would I like this studio to be way crazier? No, it's just the corner of a corner of a room. You're getting a behind the scenes look at Synth Samurai Productions. It's the corner of a room. My wife's got her desk over there where she does her work. I've got my little studio over here. And I just really enjoy coming in here, sitting down and turning on the gear. And a lot of times, not even with any intention to make music, just to explore some sound. It's like a sanctuary. I call it the synth spa, you know? I come in here to bathe in what we've aptly described, Uli's bubble bath of sound. But we've got Roland's bubble bath of sound. We got ASMs. We got PWMs. We got Korgs. We got mixed bubble bath bombs all over the place in here. So when 5,000 for me is like crazy because I'm just a bro who's having a good time with sound. Nothing more, nothing less. And mostly I'm just a hype guy. But being surrounded by gear is a different experience than sitting down at a laptop with a MIDI controller and plugging in piano rolls or working in the DAW making tracks. But when you finish your track, you have a song you put out there, you make some money, you send it to someone, they're like, great song, dude, cool. That's one thing to do. That's one style. The style that I kind of advocate and I rep, that I think a lot of people in this community do, is we like experiencing different kinds of equipment, different ways to modulate, craft sound, putting together into songs, but we also just we like the synth spa, you know? We like coming in and just sitting down and getting that moment of peace away from everyday life, away from the struggles, the hardships, the work, the everything, and just coming in here, putting on your cans or turning on your speakers and being transported to another dimension via the rocket ship of frequency. That's where I'm at. That's my mission. What is it? Mission statement for what I do with synthesizers is I like to surround myself with them, create a spa type atmosphere that's relaxing to me. And, you know, so $5,000 is crazy, but it's gorgeous looking. It's beautiful. It's just cool too. But it's 5,000. That's insane, you know? Like, why is it 5,000? Yeah, so we can check out some more Magnolia, but let's check this out. So I was reading this news, and everybody was talking about it, and I was like, Native Instruments. So Tractor's Native Instruments will operate during bankruptcy proceedings. You know, so this Native Instruments with the machine going bankrupt. You know, who's going to buy them? Music Tribe, In Music, Focusrite. Who's going to pick up the company? Preliminary insolvency proceedings. NI CEO Nick Williams stressed one thing loud and clear. Business is still on, of course, because you want someone to still acquire the company, so you got to pretend like everything's going good. Oh, we got the Chuck Herb shades here, $25. Nice. Isotope Plugin Alliance, Brainworks, all still operating as usual. Licenses will still work. Activation servers still work. And I just couldn't help but feel the exact same way my good friend Tactical MIDI felt about it.
Yo, I wanted to say something right quick, you know. I don't give a fuck about Native Instruments. It's like 1,000 billion fucking videos about a company that I don't own, which I don't care. Like, why? Like, nobody cares about that shit. And on top of that, they're gonna make the decisions they wanna fucking make. There's no fucking, I don't understand why this is like, why do I have to pay attention to this shit? You know? Yeah, they own companies, so what? They're gonna sell, buy, sell. Somebody's gonna retire. They go home with a shit ton of money, and you keep buying their stuff. That's it. That's all it is. Hey, native instrument. Oh, native instrument. Native instrument. Everybody native. Shut up. I don't care, bro. Tell me something better, like something new. Like you found something, you discovered a new function on a hardware, and you want to share that type of stuff. I don't care about no fucking companies, you know? They should care about whether I'm the one, you know, I'm the one buying the stuff. They should, you know, companies serve me. I don't need to serve a company. I don't care. I don't work for them, you know. Let them, the employees must be the ones kind of pissed off about it, I guess, but not me. I don't work for them, so I don't care. Is it news? I don't think so. I don't care. Yo, I wanted to say.
I mean, at the moment, I think that's the best video on the internet regarding native instruments. I think it's the best video on the internet regarding native instruments. That's Tactical MIDI, absolute legendary renegade. Friggin', I threw his channel in the chat. If you guys are watching, click the link and subscribe to him, man. He's got a great channel. He's always making content. I friggin' love Tactical MIDI. And he was one of the first guys to ever support the channel. So I got a special place in my heart for Tactical MIDI, man. So, and I think he makes hilarious videos. He's a friggin' super talented, extremely talented musician, extremely talented sound designer, and he's an absolute friggin' charismatic legend as well. So I'm a massive fan of Tactical MIDI. And I feel the same about the native instruments, man. For a whole week, I had to listen to everybody talk about native instruments, but nobody just kind of gave their opinion either. It was just like edited video, zoom in, zoom out, chop cut, in, out, chop, 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 chop. And it's like, enough. I don't want to open up my friggin' thing anymore and see stuff about native instruments. You know? Just enough is enough with the native instruments, right? So that's Tactical MIDI. And then I want to check out our good friend also, Twin Cities Oxygen. I'm going to throw his channel in the chat too, because Twin Cities is doing awesome stuff in the community. He's doing music events for charity. He's got... Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Just let me get this out of the way. Twin Cities, yeah, doing musical events for charity. He's doing other musical events. He's doing lots of things to inspire the community to make music. I love that. He's an absolute legend. He's got tons of cool gear too. He's got the Crick. He's got the MS-20, the white edition. He just picked up the Sueo Bono Palavera, so we're going to listen to a couple little clips from that. But check out his channel too. And Noir, what's Noir saying? Seriously, native instruments, blood in the water, 100 videos. I hate when get lazy with content and just keep going, popped off. Yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, the deal is like you go to Google, you type Google Trends, or you friggin' go like this. This is what you do. Look, you go up here, you type in, oh, what's the friggin', what native instruments, right? Native instruments, Machine Mark III. So when you type native instru, what comes up? This is what they tell you to do when you're making a YouTube channel. I don't do it this way. Noir doesn't do it this way. Nobody in our community does it this way, but this is like the shill blueprint, okay? For a YouTube channel in order to like, you know, stay on trend. So you type it in, native instru, what comes up? Native instruments Mark III is like the top search. Then you got native instrument insolvency, okay? So what do? You go, all right, native instruments insolvency is like the number 2 search, number 3 search. Let me make a video about it because I know I can surf the algo wave, blah, 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 blah. That's what happens, right? And let's just see what videos come up here. Native instruments insolvency. Of course, old Bolo gets it. Now, Weaver was talking about Bolo yesterday. I guess Bolo got mad at Weaver because Weaver said that he should be saying, you know, he gets paid to do a video on AI music, and he didn't friggin' referencing clearly. Then Bolo does a video where you got to come out and be like, I only get sent some gear. I don't get sent everything. I get like a 20% creator. It's like, no, it's the creator discount's minimum 30%. It's not 20. And then he like I didn't get everything, as he's got like three of MPC's most expensive products. He's got the 37 key, the 61 key, and then he's got the new XL, which is about $10,000 worth of MPC equipment. And I don't know what. There's no problem with shills, man. I got no problems. Native Instruments, just a gas up. This guy here, what the Native Instrument feels like from someone who worked there. I watched that video. It's like 7 minutes of baloney. You get zero payoff, 75,000. You get the guy with the beard, the guy with the groomed beard, 4.5, 2.5 Native Instruments, 7.4, 4.9, 2.4. I mean, you do it 7.6, 6.7, something. So Native Instruments is like low-hanging fruit, and, you know, they just spam it because they get ad revenue from the videos. So, you know, it's just the way it is. But like Tactical said, I don't care about Native Instruments, and I don't want to see any more videos on them. Tell me a video when someone buys them. You know, just the fact that they're like still operating as possible. You know, does anybody even own any Native Instruments stuff? I know the DJ thing is cool, but does anybody own Native Instruments? I don't know. I don't know anybody who owns Native Instruments. I know nobody. Oh, this is cool. So I got some stuff loaded up from Synthopia. We'll check out. We're in no rush here this afternoon. I got this little cool video. EMW, a Brazilian company, the WCS X synthesizer. I think this thing is very cool. Let me get that out of there. Athema Breed, meditation for Omnisphere sounds and presets. Athena. Yeah, so I got that loaded up. But let's check out Tactical MIDI's little Sueo Bono video here and listen to some sounds from this thing. So he picked this up from a store over in the UK called Juno Music Shop or something, Juno something. And he said he got a good little discount on it. He got the silver one for, I think he said it was $1,300 Canadian. So that's like $200 American. And let's just hear some sounds from this. Gotta put the high quality on. Quality high. There we go. Everyone thinks I hate VSTs. I don't hate VSTs, dude. Why does everyone think I don't like VSTs? I don't ever get that. Why? I don't understand where that ever started or where it came from that I don't like VSTs. Yeah, maybe Music Tribe should go buy up Native Instruments. So I don't know. This synth is gorgeous. The green, the pink. I mean, as you know, I'm a friggin' massive green and pink fan. As you can see right here from my beautiful, beautiful Kawasaki green from Rourke Industries end cheeks on the Malevolent, and the hot pink end cheeks from EchoCraft, Echo 3D printing, right? Gorgeous. So I like the color of this. And we should just talk about the synth. So check out Twin Cities Oxygen's channel. It's awesome. He's done done lots of cool stuff, man, in the community. He's yeah, I think you just got to keep rolling, man. He's a great dude, and he's part of Maple Syrup Mafia, so you know we love him. That's why we have Synth Anatomy. Yeah, exactly. Well, yep. I guess I'm the. What happened, Echo? I must have missed something, buddy. What happened? All right, so this here. The Polyvera is a polyphonic digital analog synthesizer, a hybrid sampler, synthesizer and sampler with 6 voices and effects. 4 years of hard work. Twin City said he was talking to him. The dude's writing him back on Instagram. So you're having a conversation with the guy who made the synth, just like Fred's Lab, just like PWM, these cool new boutique synth companies that are making great products. At the core of the Polyvera are 2 oscillators, a wavetable or sampler with a modern vintage digital styles. While analog style warmth waveforms are possible, the oscillators can even recreate alias, digital grit, or early vintage synthesizer samplers. Multimode analog filter, overdrive fattens the sound, shapens the artifacts, 2 effects. Versatile modulation, right? $13.49 USD. You can get it in black or silver. There's Lou Pop's video right there. The black's gorgeous too. Silver's cheaper than the black, so I guess because it's got vintage digital with an analog heart. Okay. At the beginning of the 80s, technology allowed the release of first affordable digital wavetable synthesizer samplers. Those brilliant engineers had to invent creative solutions to cope with processing and memory limitations at that time. The result was gritty, artificial timbres, whatever you want to say, rich of the alias and artifacts, which became the trademark of digital electronic sound of the 80s. Already by the end of the decade, technology evolved to the point that digital artifacts had become barely auditable and far less interesting in a musical sense. Polyvera's oscillators recreate digital artifacts that are carefully styled after some of the most iconic wavetable synthesizer samplers of the 80s. Cool, right? But then you got a secret of the 80s digital synthesizers and samplers that they actually used analog filters, which greatly contributed to the beauty and the punch of their sound. Polyvera innovates those vintage filter designs by providing 8 different analog filter types based on classic analog filter chips. The filters can be overdriven, brought to self-oscillation, even frequency modulated, providing endless flavors, ranging from classic analog to purely experimental. The low-pass filter can even be combined with an analog post-filter distortion stage. The combination of vintage-sounding digital oscillators with Polyvera is cool. I like this thing, man. I really like it. You got dual screens. One, you can watch the oscillator waveforms. Then you got the presets and all the other baloney down the bottom. Let's check out their promo. Yeah, Echo's a Native Instruments fanboy. I didn't know that. I didn't know Echo was a Native Instruments fanboy. You know what? I challenge you to do a video on Native Instruments. Explain to us the glory of Native Instruments, the beauty, and how this company was to be able to be so awesome and still go bankrupt. That's a promo, baby. That's a promo video right there. That is a promo video. Wow. Wow. I like that. Damn, I like that. Get out of here with cookies. That is a promo video. I am a Sueno Bono fan right now. Polyvera is friggin' cool. Their promo video's cool. They got anything else loaded up down here for us to check out? Let's check this one out.
Hi, I'm Stefano. And this is what I developed for the last 4 years.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you got to be careful with the Scandinavians, right? The Scandinavians are, for the most part, historically pagan, right? So when you watch their videos, Teenage Engineering, Sueno Bono, we're getting some symbolism in there. We're getting some dark arts symbolism in there. I almost feel like I should go back and watch that video again. We got the one eye symbolism. We got, yeah, so I don't know. Bro might be a pagan, but nothing wrong with it. But you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You know, gypsies, pagans. You gotta be careful. Khazarians. Let's check out some sounds.
Polyvere is a 6 voices polyphonic synthesizer. It's not a copy of all gear, but an original reinterpretation of the digital artifacts that characterize samplers and wavetable synths in the early 80s, combined with modern analog filters. Each voice has 2 independent digital oscillators, which can read wavetables or samples. The real analog filters offer 8 different profiles, including pre-filter drive.
Yeah, so, right, pagan Scandinavia refers to pre-Christian polytheistic beliefs of North Germanic peoples centered on gods like Odin, Thor, Freya, a cosmology with realms connected by the world tree. And deep ties to nature, spirits, ancestral figures, which persisted for centuries but was gradually replaced by Christianity through its traditions like blah, 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 are experiencing modern revival through reconstructive practices and folklore. So yeah, I mean, you got to understand that there's a lot of paganism in Scandinavia, right? A lot of paganism. And nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm a Viking. I come from Vikings, you know. People don't believe me, but this is where I'm from. Newfoundland Vikings. So I'm from Newfoundland, Canada. And, right, we go over here. We've got Lanson Meadows. Lanson Meadows is an archaeological site first excavated in the 1960s of a Norse settlement dating approximately 1,000 years ago. The site is located near St. Anthony on the uppermost, northernmost tip of the island, Newfoundland, in the Canadian province of Newfoundland and Labrador. All right. Lanson Meadows, which is a French-English name, which can be translated to Grassland Bay. How the village is named, Lanson Meadows, it was founded by Leif Erikson. Norse activity. So you can go there. You can check out all the old Viking shelters, right? So if we go Leif Erikson, Newfoundland. So I know you Americans, okay? You Americans think that Christopher Columbus was the first one to hit North America. Okay. I'm the real American, okay? I'm the real American. The Vikings came to North America first, okay? The Vikings came. I'm of Viking ancestry. Do you understand? Leif Erikson was a Norse explorer who became the first known European to reach the continental North America around 1000 CE, landing in a region he named Vinland. Archaeological evidence identifies this site as Lanson Meadows in northern Newfoundland, Canada, okay? The landing site remains a 1,000-year-old Norse settlement discovered in 1963 in Newfoundland and widely believed to be the site of Leif Erikson's Vinland. Okay? I'm the real American, not you, Echo Craft. I'm the real American. I'm a Viking. I come from Viking heritage. I come from Leif Erikson. Okay? I'm the first ancestral people to come to North America. Not Christopher Columbus, okay? You got it? Don't forget it. Now you know.
And pause filter analog distortion. The filter can also be frequency modulated by oscillator too. There are plenty of modulation, an arpeggiator, a polyphonic sequencer, and 2 flexible effects at the end of the chain. Polyvera is compatible with MP controllers and can easily import user wavetables and samples in WAV format. It is also able to sample external sounds on its own.
Yeah, is he Italian or is this company friggin' Swedish? Because Twin Cities said he was Swedish, but let's see. Let's see. Maybe it's a Swedish company made by an Italian. I don't know. Let's check it out. Home. Let's see. We are a young independent company based in Solden, blah, blah, blah. In the cultural core of Stockholm, Sweden. We believe in uniqueness. Yeah, so it's based in Sweden. Bro might be Italian. I don't know. But he's not repping Italia right here. He's repping Sweden. So he could be Stefano Sorrentino. Ooh, he could be Italian. Bro might be Italian. Echo, can we get an Italian check on this name, Echo Craft? Stefano Sorrentino. I think he's Italian. He's the founder, but it's based in Sweden. So yeah, we might have an Italian creator under a Swedish company. The plot thickens. The plot indeed thickens. Who said I don't believe you? Who just said I don't believe you? Who just said I don't believe you? Who said it? Let's go back to... So also, that synthesizer's cool. But also we have this little one. This is the EWM. This is a Brazilian company. And they got this cool desktop synthesizer. I think it's friggin' nuts. Let's check it out. Yeah, Noir, I'm impressed. Never heard of the Polyvera, but original design not based on vintage analog filter. 1700. Oops, never mind. Yeah, it's friggin' pricey. 1700's pricey, man. You know? Damn, Noir. Come on over to the Behringer side, bro. That's where all the fun is at. Listen, man, Behringer, Waldorf, the Waldorf Protein, Behringer, these are synthesizers which make sense for people like us. Come on over, bro. Come on over, bro. Come on over. 100% Vikings were the first. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hudson Bay, Northern Canada. Patchdog indeed. All right, let's keep checking this out. Getting disrupted. A lot of people out there saying the Bro Synth Network's a cult. It's not a cult. Say it 100 times in the mirror every morning. Okay? Not a cult, not a cult, not a cult. If anybody says it's a cult, I want you to never speak to them ever again. Hey, baby, you got that Kool-Aid brewed? You got that Kool-Aid brewed? No, bro, you go back to where you came from. Okay? I'm here first. I came here first. Oh yeah, by the way, okay, so Echo, you said I'm not a real American because the natives came here first. Well, guess what? Not only am I a Viking, okay? Not only am I a Viking, I'm also a Beothic, okay? The Beothics were the indigenous inhabitants of Newfoundland, Canada, known for their distinct culture, including the use of red ochre, which led to the term Red Indians. They were hunter-gatherers living in small seasonal groups and relying on salmon, seal, and caribou. Following the European contact in the 1500s, they faced severe population decline due to disease. So, I'm Viking and Beothic, all right? My grandmother's Beothic, and she would never admit it. And don't forget, we got the Micmacs too, okay? Viking, Beothic, Micmac, legend. Understand? Now you know. Now you know. So what you got to say now? This thing is cool. Do you know that this is like dirt cheap too? This is freaking dirt cheap. New patches. Yeah, I like the size of this. I like the look of this. I think it's friggin' cool. A desktop synthesizer. Let's see how much the price is. Because I looked at this the other day, and this is a company, they got decently priced stuff. Shipping info coming soon. Let's check out their prices. Synthesizers. All right. $1,000. This big friggin' monster, $1,200. They had the price of that up there the other day because I saw it. They must have took it down. But look at this monster for $1,200. Boom. Shabam. Look at this friggin' thing. Talk about cool. Analog modular synth. This thing is friggin' cool as hell. Look at this. Look at this. Nuts. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Look at it. Very, very cool, man. I wonder if there's a demo of that. But yeah, I saw this the other day. This one here, they took the price down. I think it was definitely under $1,000. Hands-on control. All synths should. Yeah, I needed built-in effects. All synths should. Does this have built-in effects? Hold on a second. Let's look. WS standalone desktop monophonic synthesizer built around the idea. It's all about the sound. It follows the spirit of the original blah blah. I don't think it's got built-in effects. Synclavier vibes. Describes sound as digital with analog punch. 8 signature waveforms. No, let me check something else. All right, let's get out of that. But also, I saw this the other day. Ultimate Patches, which is making a lot of the patches for the Behringer JN80, is got 200 new patches for the Moog Messenger. Now, the Moog Messenger, to me, when we're looking at affordability, we're looking at quality, we're looking at sound, ratio, because that's always what we do. We do the Bermuda Triangle, okay? The synth Muda Triangle. Quality, sound, price ratio. Boom, boom, boom. The Moog Messenger is top tier. S tier, if you will. And this is 200 new patches, so... Nobody even knew you could make those sounds with the Messenger. Ultimate Patches did. These patches are good, man. How much? How much? How much? Available now, $29. Man, I got to throw the link down for Ultimate Patches. Hold on. Because, copy link address. $29 if you got a Moog Messenger. That's some cool patches, man. Check it out. I want to go to this website because I know they're making patches for the JN80 right here. Let's check out some of the patches he's made for the JN80. 15 patches from volume 1 and 2. JN80 patches. Cool, man. JN80 with some cool patches. I dig, I dig, I dig. I dig it. What's this? Hold on a second. What is this?
Where did all the
What is this?
synthesizers go? DJ, hit it!
Does anybody know where all the synthesizers go? Loop Bob's got a warehouse piled to the sky. Bo Beats rented an underwater base because he's got more synthesizers, he can't fit them in a case. Midlife synthesis has been pulling teeth for years, but he's got more synthesizers piled up, his wife is shedding tears. We need another room, oh we need another room. How many sick besides bursting at the seams, sexing in the bathtub, invading his dreams. Red means and cordons lost under a pile, handing drones echoing mile after mile. Look, Mom, no computers, got a junkyard empire, custom built, stacked higher and higher. We need another room, oh, we need another room. How many synthesizers can you pile grow to the moon? Cuckoo's Euro rack is climbing the walls, modules multiplying, answering the call. Myler Melodies has patches galore, but he's scrolling river for even more. The shell never sleeps, just hoards, and the pile grows and grows. Hoarding forever, everybody knows. We need another room, oh, we need another room. How many synthesizers can you pile up to the moon? Yeah.
I mean, I just think that's friggin' hilarious. So, everyone wanted to know where that came from, dude. I did a live stream the other day. That's why I think AI music for comedy is friggin' hilarious. I did a friggin' AI stream the other day, and or no, I didn't do an AI stream. I did a vertical stream the other day, and I did a little, I'll show you where it came from, actually. I'll show you what inspired that, and I was like, I don't got no time to screw around, but let me see if I can do something with this. So let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it for you to show exactly where that came from. I'll show you the original. Where is it? Is it this one? Oh, yeah, right here. Hold on.
The celebration continues at Dick's Sporting Goods, your headquarters for officially licensed Patriots gear for the...
That's raw talent right there, huh? Right here. Weeks, and you're not sending the channel creator a synthesizer to shill to everybody. You're actually going to give away gear to the people who actually use it. You're going to give away a synthesizer to someone who spent $10, $15, $20,000 on your company's equipment or multiple companies' equipment. So we're trying to reverse engineer this whole shillbilly. We call it the shillbilly way. So we're hoping that we got Tasty Chips Electronics jumped on board this year. They're going to give back to the people. We've got Dark Slide. We got companies that aren't even involved in the synth community. I was like, does anybody know where all these synthesizers go? I mean, that should be a song. Does anybody know where all the synthesizers go? Loop Pop's got a warehouse piled to the sky. Bo Beats rented an underwater base because he's got more synthesizers, he can't fit them in a case. Midlife synthesis, it's been pulling teeth for years, but he's got more synthesizers piled up, his wife is shedding tears. We need another room, oh, we need another room. How many synthesizers can you pile up to the moon? Yeah. So actually it's not AI, that's my song. That's an original song I freestyled, and I was like, I ain't got time for this, but that's funny. So let me throw this slop into friggin' the generator and see what comes up. So that's actually original. That's an original track. So all you AI haters can take it, stick it in your dirty hater pipes and smoke it, because that's an original. I hired that band through the digital realm to recreate the song just like friggin' Tony Black does, all right? That's what's up. That's the original right there. You feel me? That's the original. That's the original. So all you haters out there, Hans Volt hating, that's an original, dude. I had to hire a cover band to cover that song, okay? That was a cover song of my song. All right, you understand? So take it and leave it where it be. All right, so what else do I got geared up here for us today? They can keep it separated. Yeah, exactly, Hans. Exactly, bro. Let's see what else I got geared up here. Tempest from Noir. Oh yeah, this Leviathan. I wanted to hear a couple more patches from this because I was thinking about buying it. And the only real Vulture Culture made me want to buy the Leviathan, and I know Noir said he wasn't interested in it, but did you play it at Noir? If you're still around, man, did you play it at Nam, or did you not play it at Nam? Because there's only this video from Sweetwater made me actually want the Leviathan. I've been watching other stuff, and I just don't think that it really inspired me that much. But just listen to a couple patches from here. Oh yeah, everybody's like, oh, Samurai put some prompts in an AI generator. That's not real. I just showed you I friggin' covered the song and I hired a bunch of digital friggin' robots to produce it for me, okay? Just like Kanye does. Haven't you realized I am the definition of a prompt? Okay? I am a prompt. I don't need help prompting. I'm a friggin' human prompt. Straight up. All that comes out of my mouth is nonstop prompts. AI is probably getting trained on me. They're probably got my channel fed into the mainframe of AI, and AI is probably getting trained on me. AI isn't very smart. Well, I was at work the other day, and one of the women that worked there was like, said the same thing. She's like, AI isn't smart. I was like, no, you don't think so? Watch this. I was like, what books are your kid reading in school right now? And she was like, blah, blah, blah. I think, what did she say? Charlotte's Web, and her other kid, Romeo and Juliet, and then something like that. I was like, you don't think AI is smart? Watch this. I was like, do me a book report by a grade 3 in the style of a grade 3 for Charlotte's Web. Click, boom, 10 seconds later, book report done. Then I said, do me a book report in the style of a grade 11 with a 80% average on Romeo and Juliet. Boom, 10 seconds, book report done. I don't know. That's pretty smart. You can't do it. I mean, I lost 25 subs when I did a pro AI video about 6 months ago. I did a video pro AI. I I think the people that unsubbed were probably didn't even watch the video because what I was saying was like not probably what they thought. I'm pro AI. I'm 100% pro AI. I think if you don't get on board the AI train, and I think AI right now is, if we're just talking about music for a second, AI right now is the equivalent of what a DAW was. AI is the equivalent of what a VST was. AI is the equivalent of a plugin. AI is the equivalent of all of that technology to the people who hated on that when it came out. When the DAW came out, there was a bunch of purists that hated on the DAW. When VSTs come out, there's a bunch of purists that hate on VSTs. Now that AI is here doing tons of mixing, mastering, song creation, whatever it's doing, you got all these holdouts who are like, we need to stop it, like you're in a friggin' Terminator movie or something. It's just basically internet 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. Like if you go on, like why would you even use Google anymore? I don't use those search engines anymore. You want to know why? Because if I type in a search, now I got to go through all the links when I can just get it all aggregated instantaneously with exactly what I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm full pro 100% AI. I love it. And people who hate on AI music, whatever, man, just keep making your music. Why do you care? You know, you hate on AI music, that means you should hate on every other artist who is ever out there. You're going to hate on someone who sits down at a computer and enters piano rolls in a DAW and they can't play an instrument. They enter piano rolls with mouse clicks in a DAW, copy and paste and drag. Are you going to hate on them? Because they're basically the human version of AI to everybody who's a musician, right? That's what I think. That's what I think. And if you don't like it, I'll death whistle you right out of here. Yeah, so I don't give a crap about any of that stuff. I ain't going into no Y2K, fear, climate change, fear mongering nonsense about AI. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of nothing. Okay? I ain't afraid of nothing, especially not afraid of AI. Okay? At all. Zero fear of AI. And to be honest, this is a hot take, but all the musicians out there who are whining about AI, you know what that is? You're just looking for an excuse to get out of making music, okay? If you're spending all your time whining about AI, fear-mongering about AI, complaining about AI, all that time you could have been making albums, you could have been making tracks, you could have been creating something, but instead you're using AI as an excuse for you not to make music. And then you're gonna get that little demon in your head being like, you should stop making music. There's no point. AI is this, AI is that, AI is this. There's no point for you to do anything anymore. You're just looking for an excuse. You're looking for a way out. That's like if you're a fighter and you're worried about a dude on steroids when you get in the ring. If your skills are better, why are you worried about it? He's on steroids, but so what? If you think you're the best, go be the best. So if you're a musician and you think you're the best, go be the best. Don't worry about if AI is going to beat you. What do you think? You're going to be on Casey Kasem's top 40? Just make your art, create, build a community, build a following, and then don't worry about AI. Don't look for a way out, man. Everyone's looking for a way out. All right. Exactly, Space Capsule. There's always going to be groups that choose groups that choose groups. If you want to hang out with a friggin' cell phone and a bunch of AI buddies, I don't care. I don't. I just want to hang out with dudes and chill and do whatever, have fire, drink a few beer, talk about synths, relax, hang out with their women, just chill or whatever. I'm making the next Kumite is only AI. All right? Next Kumite one-off is going to be called AI Kumite. We're going to see what everyone can make with AI. Because guess what? Someone still has to make it and feed it. So we're going to do an all AI Kumite next. And we're going to see what happens. Crazy. Yeah, that's true. Hans is the Hans is the pushback that we need. True. Yeah, I don't care if you hate AI. I don't care what you hate. I don't care if you hate people. I don't care if you hate groups of people. I don't care if you hate AI. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care. That's a nice patch. That's a nice patch. Yeah, because I only worry about myself. I'm not worried about that. I love everybody. Almost. A couple people on the fence about. But for the most part, I love everybody. For the most part, I love everything. For the most part, I'm super, super positive. All right? For the most part, I'm like the most positive person in the world. But I don't care what other people do. At all. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I care and I'm like, man, that's annoying. Man, I'm like, I don't care. I'm just going to keep doing whatever. That's the way I'm looking at it these days. You move on, bro. I mean, I think I want a Leviasynth. I don't know why. I think I want the desktop. How much is it? Let's check it out. Leviasynth desktop. $1,800. It's just too much, you know? So I was watching an interview with Glenn Darcy the other day, the CEO of ASM, and he was talking about the Hydrasynth or the Leviasynth. And he basically, I don't know, it was weird. I couldn't tell if he was just tired from his, you know, his trip over to NAMM. And he just didn't seem super excited about the Leviasynth. It was odd, you know? It was odd to see the CEO. I don't know if he's just not an energetic dude or whatever, you know? I'm not throwing shade. I'm just talking about the interview. I was expecting him to be super pumped about it, super excited. This crazy 8-voice algorithmic behemoth that is like the you know, the next evolution, the bigger beast to the Hydrasynth. I was expecting him to be fired up and pumped about it. He just didn't seem very pumped about it. And then he also said that the project's been going on for years. They shelved it and basically canceled the project. And I guess all the Chinese people running the company were like, nah, bro, you're not canceling this damn project. And they basically were like, come on, fix it. And they gave it to some other people to fix. And they came out with the Leviasynth, and it's a monster. But I just wonder, why he's not so excited about it. I don't know. It's strange to me. It's strange he wasn't super excited about it. I just don't understand it. But anyways, the fact that this got to a certain point and they couldn't get it where they wanted to is probably the reason they had to jack the price up. And they also came out with that Diosynth or whatever it is, the big black flute. And the big black flute took tons of R&D by the looks of it. And that's probably why this Leviasynth price is up higher. I don't know. But $1,800 for this desktop. I think it looks great. It looks friggin' cool. Looks amazing. I like the desktop version. I don't like the recessed ports in the back. I don't like that it's recessed because then when you got it on a stand, it's really hard to put the MIDI cables and everything in. But it's a gorgeous, beautiful piece of equipment. Yeah, it's pretty, man. Real pretty. I think it's definitely one of the best looking synthesizer desktops out there. I'm kind of interested in this pad function and how you play the pads on here, like what type of way you could play on this. because it's laid out more for sequencer, like a sequencer than to play piano, like notes on and stuff. Because the old Hydra synth had the old Hydra, looks like I got a bigger touchscreen too, which is cool. The old Hydra synth had a different pad setup. Yeah, so what do they got for videos on here? Just one? One video, huh? Interesting. Oh no, we got a couple more. Let's check out the classics. Let's see what sounds they can get out of it. Good point. Just because we got a DAW that can play all the music for you doesn't mean that bands don't exist. Exactly. So cool. It's got all the classic sounds. I like the soundtrack sounds though, are more up my alley. Yeah, it's weird. Trader, you're right. It's weird. I don't know. I just, that interview is weird to me. I think if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna get rid of the Hydrasynth Deluxe, get a Leviasynth keys, and get a Hydrasynth desktop. Or I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do about all this. Banana Rotter, we're out here zenned out. We zenned out. Level it up. This is the kind of sounds I like. Yeah, and you know what's insane? I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a respect thing, but I think if I sat down with Glenn Darcy, I'd be like, Glenn, bro, what was up with putting the Leviasynth in the Dialsynth manual? And then the leak that came out. I personally think it was all just a breadcrumb leak, because the real leak came from me a year ago. I leaked the whole thing a year ago. And that's why they don't like me, because I leaked it. But whatever. I created more hype around the Leviasynth than anybody. I created a year's worth of hype around the Leviasynth for a year for them, for nothing. And they still hate on me. They just don't get guerrilla marketing. They don't get it. They're old school. They just don't get it. Like rollouts like that are old school. That's why Behringer's doing new school rollouts. You know, it's just like, I created a year of hype around the Leviasynth. Yeah, it felt super off-putting. It felt like the guy was just uninterested, to have the interview period, almost like he made a commitment to the interview. He had it. He had to sit there and just listen to a bunch of dudes glaze him up. And he was just like, I don't know. He just didn't seem interested. It was weird. It was super weird. I don't know, man. That was just my impression. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I think I had a lot of people write me being like, you see that interview, man? It seemed like he didn't even like his own synth. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was weird too. Super weird. See this one. See, this is why I like it. This is the kind of thing that makes me want to get it. Is this this sound? I can't wait for the Behringer SP1200. Yeah, Montdog Beats. I know. It's just. You know what's exciting? You know, this is what's exciting. What's exciting about Behringer is, to me, is the fact that you know that they're going to bring a lot of products that people can't afford that are on the vintage market. You know that at some point they're going to pivot and go full into innovation and release a lot of synthesizers that are originals. Because some of their originals are awesome. Their Deep Mind's amazing. The Neutron's amazing. The Proton's amazing. So they got some really cool originals. And a lot of the remakes are inspired by synthesizers are better than the originals when it comes to feature and function. For example, the Behringer Edge is better than the DFAM. Sounds just as good, but has better functions with MIDI and stuff. So I think why everybody gets so excited about Behringer as a company is because they know there's always something coming down the pipe. There's always something to look forward to. They reversed the marketing style and told you what's coming. So you're always in waiting and wanting and hoping that it's going to come and checking out how far the progress is. They update you on where they're at in the process. As they're updating you, they're letting you know a new thing that's coming down the pipe. So it's a constant dopamine burst when you're a fan of Behringer. You know, you always know a synth that you want is coming. You're always excited to see what they got coming next, and you're always in the process of seeing how far along of things they've announced. It's a genius way to market, and the fact that people say they don't innovate when they've went full innovation in their reverse engineering and also their manufacturing. Their manufacturing is their whole factory in China now is going to be pretty much solar powered. So all the greenies out there should be definitely happy about that. I know Greta Thunberg is a massive supporter of Behringer now after they went full greenie. Come on, mouse. Let's see. So I don't have Facebook, so I just want to see where we are. This week has been truly special. Why won't this scroll? Hold on, this freaking mouse is all jacked up. Oh, we had Uli opening up the JN80. Cool, at the factory. So it looks like they're ready to ship. I didn't even see this yet. This week has been truly special. JN80's ready to go, baby, right there. Let me pop that open, see what he's saying. Our Filipino creative design team visits us here in China, and their energy is incredible. These moments are about reconnecting as humans, aligning as a team, sharing ideas, exploring new opportunities. Especially powerful to see products they design come to real life, from imagination artwork to something they can actually hold in their hands. This is the team behind all the artwork, industrial design, and renderings of the JN80. The product has just gone viral. A reminder that behind every viral success are passionate, creative people working together across borders, Philippines, China, different cultures, one shared purpose. So that's pretty cool. How do you not love Behringer, man? I just don't know. How do you not love them? But I want to show you the factory pick. Sometimes it let me go down, but doesn't. Maybe I got to go. I got to do it a different way. Hold on. Behringer Solar Factory. Oh yeah, right here. So we got, let me turn the music on so we can chill. So we got the part of our mission to build the world's best and most sustainable factory. We're making a massive investment in solar power. These solar panels will cover the majority of the factory's energy consumption, significantly reducing our environmental footprint. Oh my God. So what are the Behringer deranged, syndrome-induced people going to say now? Because Behringer is actually an environmentalist? Uh-oh. How are they going to... How's the cognitive dissidents going to deal with that? Yeah. I leaked it. They denied it. Same. All right. So this is the cool factory they're building over there. Total tons of solar panels. I think that's cool, man. That's cool. So, you know, the more energy they can produce for cheaper, building the synthesizer means the synthesizers will be cheaper. Yeah, the pre-orders for Sweetwater end of May at the earliest for all the pre-orders. Boxes of pallets. Oh yeah, the boxes of pallets. We know when you see the boxes of pallets, you got 4 to 6 months before it's in your studio. The equation is Behringer, box of pallets, 4 to 6 months, you got it. That's the equation. Right there. Yeah, they complained they didn't do it fast enough. Behringer releases 10 products a year. Everybody complains they don't release products. They release 10 products a year. Think about that. What other company out there is giving you 10 synthesizer options for every, flavor? Plus, they still make all the ones that they got. Like, they've got everything. Hey, synthsamuraiproductions. Some creators are now blaming Behringer for bringing down the corporations. Yeah. Right? Can you believe it? The boogeyman. The boogeyman's being blamed from companies having management that mismanaged the company. Blame Uli. Yep. Smart. All right, so that's the show for today, man. I'm going to roll. I got to get going, grab some lunch. We got a snowstorm out there. I got to shovel that off. Do some stuff today. But the JN80 669, super sweet. Leviathan, even though ASM got no love for the Samurai, called me a clout chaser, blah, blah, blah. I still love ASM. I think they're awesome. Even though their employees badmouth me at trade shows. That's fine. I still love the company. I still think the synthesizers they make are awesome. I think it's one of the most feature-packed, affordable synthesizers on the market, hands down. And don't forget, we just had this released yesterday. The Behringer BMX hybrid sampling drum machine for $459. That's a deal. That's a steal. And that's it. Over and out.